Coach, the qualifiers were announced yesterday for the national championships this weekend. What can you tell us about your qualifiers and the goals for the weekend?
Well, on the men's side, Coach qualified in both the shot and the weight. He's had the experience of being there in both from last year. Won, and wasn't an All-American in the other one. So obviously, the goal for him is to be able to, as a senior, is to be able to walk away an All-American in both, and national champion in both. I mean, that's obviously the ideal goal. I mean, he's really put the work in to be able to accomplish that goal. So now, this is a fun part for not just him but everyone with all the work that we've put in. So, our goal is for us to be able to lean on him a little bit on the men's side, just kind of like what we did last year with Jonas. Leaned on Jonas, and Jonas was in 2 events and walked away a national runner-up in both. So, and then you have, we were able to get Newsom in the miles. So that was, we kind of felt like maybe he had a shot, just with looking at the multiple athletes in multiple events, whether it was in the distance medley or the 3K, 5K, or the mile. So for him to get in, I mean, this is his first national meet experience, and so we're looking forward to he's a competitor. So, the goal is for him to just go in and compete and put his best foot forward, and he'll do that. That's the reason he's in the position that he's in. And then Daniel missed a year ago, was out just 1 year ago. Daniel's is, pretty special kid. I mean, obviously 2 weeks ago, kind of strained his hamstring at the conference meet, continued to run when he should have just stopped. I think I'm still frustrated. I'm still mad at him for not stopping. But for a young man to get done with that and to say, Coach, for 2 days, my teammates did their job. I needed to do my job is just tremendously amazing. And it really tells a true story of what kind of young man he is. And so, obviously we just want him to go in, and we want to allow him to go in and compete. But most importantly, just to come home healthy. That's the most important thing with Daniel. So we're missing an outdoor a year ago after as a sophomore, making the indoor, being an All-American outdoor. We just really want him to go in and have some fun and do the best that he can do. But the prayer is that he could just lead the national meet healthy as we get ready for the outdoor season. On the women's side, Kayla's been there a year ago, just like Colt, in both the weight and the shot, and walked away being an All-American in both. And we really feel like she has the potential to do the same thing this year, and just for her to go out and have some fun and compete at a high level. Obviously, she's kind of had an injury with her hand. Her finger, with the hand that she used to throw the shot, kind of got bent back about 2 weeks ago. Kind of a freak accident, and so we set her out last week, and again, we want her to go in as a senior and do her best, but come out of there healthy as we get ready for the outdoor season. But she's had national meet experience as a freshman outdoor season, so this is nothing new for her, and then the other individual is, Taylor Moore, who's just having a tremendous season. Coming off of last year, I think that gave her confidence that she was good enough. She could compete at that level, and I think this year she's better than where she was a year ago at this time, much better. Not the same athlete, has trained at a higher level, has really led our 4A group. So we're excited for her. Got 2 rounds. There's no day 2 if you don't take care of day 1. So the goal for her is to get through the preliminary rounds and get in the finals, and then after that, to go compete for a national championship. And then 4x4 is the final event on the final day. That's made up of really Taylor Moore and Taylor Officer, Kayla Kriegel, Caitlin Molenbrook, and then Rachel Cheeseman is the alternate on that. If we have to make a decision to make a change, I feel very confident that we can do that, and she'll be able to step in and compete at a high level. So obviously this year it'd be a little bit different for us in the 4x4. We're used to being in the fast heat, and we will not be in the fast heat because it's by seed times. You know, we will have to do some work out of the third heat, and so it's 4, 4, and 4, and total of 12. So we got to run well in the first heat and put some pressure on everyone else, and hopefully, if we can do that, then and that group, the goal is for that group to come home as All-American. So we just got to put our best foot forward.
For those fans that might not be able to make the trip and watching online, what can you tell us about the facility?
I really can't tell you much other than what I've heard. I mean, D2s was there last year. Some of my colleagues at Division II said it was a nice facility. You know, so I really don't know much about it other than we'll find out here shortly. I just know that it's been a challenge to get to where we got to get to. But, you know, I'm sure that some of the schools on the East and West Coast feel the same way when they got to come to the Midwest. So we're just going to enjoy the journey and hopefully, you know, our goals don't say that it hasn't changed. You know, we had 2 men last year, we got 3 men, we finished 4th. You know, last year, obviously, we go from, you know, 10 women to this year only having 6 women. Our goals don't say the same. You know, our goals is to be able to compete to win the national championship. If 2 men can finish 4th a year ago, then 3 men should be able to, you know, go win it. You know, if we can finish 3rd last year with 10 women, then I really feel like we got a group of women that can definitely compete for a national championship. I've seen 2 women on the podium before, so we're going to do our best to finish in the top 4. And the goal is to bring 2 championships home.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.